Some faces don't just appear on screen. They stop everything. 105 of the most beautiful actresses Hollywood has ever produced. Then and now in 2026. Drop your personal number one in the comments at the end. The originals. The ones who built everything that came after. Hedy Lamarr, past 2000. Samson and Delilah, 1949. Considered by many the most beautiful woman in Hollywood history. Also co-invented the technology behind modern Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Hedy Lamarr held a patent for frequency-hopping spread-spectrum technology during World War II to help guide torpedoes. The patent expired before anyone realized it would become the foundation of modern wireless communication. Vivien Leigh, past 1967. Gone with the Wind, 1939. 2 Oscars. Battled mental illness and tuberculosis for decades behind that smile. Ingrid Bergman, past 1982. Casablanca, 1942. Notorious, 1946. 3 Oscars. A luminosity the camera could not manufacture. Rita Hayworth, past 1987. Gilda, 1946. The iconic hair toss. The most famous pin-up image of World War II. Soldiers carried her picture into battle. Ava Gardner, past 1990. The Killers, 1946. The Barefoot Contessa. Frank Sinatra called her the love of his life. She never quite agreed. Gene Tierney, past 1991. Laura, 1944. Daryl Zanuck once called her the most beautiful woman in film history. She struggled with mental illness her entire life. Lana Turner, past 1995. The Postman Always Rings Twice, 1946. Discovered at 16 at a drugstore counter. Hollywood legend says she was skipping school. Dorothy Dandridge, past 1965. Carmen Jones, 1954. The first black woman nominated for the Academy Award for Best Actress. Hollywood gave her nowhere to go after. Dorothy Dandridge was nominated for the Oscar in 1955. The industry then offered her almost nothing. She died at 42. Her story is one of Hollywood's great crimes. Grace Kelly, past 1982. Rear Window, 1954. Hitchcock's greatest muse. Became Princess of Monaco. Her father never attended a single premiere. Marilyn Monroe, past 1962. Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, 1953. The most photographed woman of the 20th century. The circumstances of her death remain disputed. Audrey Hepburn, past 1993. Breakfast at Tiffany's, 1961. Survived the Nazi occupation as a child. Gave her final years to UNICEF. The EGOT. Golden Age. Which of these 11 would you choose as the definitive beauty? Drop a name. The decade that changed what beautiful meant. Sophia Loren, 91. Two Women, 1961. Oscar winner. At 91, still the most photographed woman of her generation. Brigitte Bardot, 92. And God Created Woman, 1956. Retired at 39. Has spent 50 years fighting for animal rights. Catherine Deneuve, 82. Belle de Jour, 1967. The most beautiful French woman alive for 5 consecutive decades. Julie Christie, 85. Dr. Zhivago, 1965. Darling won the Oscar. The face that defined 60s London cool. Claudia Cardinale, 86. Once Upon a Time in the West, 1968. Sergio Leone built the film around her face. Ursula Andress, 89. Dr. No, 1962. The white bikini, the most iconic entrance in Bond history. Anne Margaret, 85. Viva Las Vegas, 1964. Elvis called her the only woman who ever made him nervous on set. Raquel Welch, past 2023. 1 million years BC, 1966. The fur bikini poster, the best-selling pinup image of the decade. Jane Fonda, 88. Barbarella, 1968. Clute, 2 Oscars, 3 climate arrests. The platform is still going. Natalie Wood, past 1981. West Side Story, 1961. 3 Oscar nominations before 25. Found in dark water at 43. Vanessa Redgrave, 87. Blow Up, 1966. Camelot, one of the most enduring careers in British cinema. Tuesday Weld, 83. Pretty Poison, 1968. A cult beauty who was always more interesting than her roles allowed. Anouk Aimée, past 2024. A Man and a Woman, 1966. The saddest and most elegant eyes in European cinema. '60s icons. Bardot or Deneuve? Drop your pick in the comments. Faye Dunaway, 85. Chinatown, 1974. Network. The sharpest cheekbones in Hollywood history. An Oscar. Diane Keaton, 80. Annie Hall, 1977. The Godfather. A beauty so specific it became a whole aesthetic. Jacqueline Bisset, 80. The Deep, 1977. Chronically underestimated. Completely unforgettable. Nastassja Kinski, 63. Tess, 1979. That Richard Avedon snake photograph. One of the most reproduced images of the decade. Farrah Fawcett, past 2009. Charlie's Angels, 1976. 12 million posters. The best-selling celebrity image in history. Farrah Fawcett's 1976 poster is the best-selling celebrity poster in American history. One photo, one smile, an entire decade. Jacqueline Smith, 79. Charlie's Angels, 1976. The most classically elegant of the 3 angels. Still extraordinary. Ali MacGraw, 85. Love Story, 1970. The Getaway. Ryan O'Neal's Great Love. The 70s definition of natural beauty. Sybil Shepherd, 74. The Last Picture Show, 1971. Taxi driver. Peter Bogdanovich discovered her. She never let anyone forget it. Bo Derek, 67, 10/1979. The beach scene stopped every conversation in America. She was 22, completely unaffected. Mariel Hemingway, 63, Manhattan, 1979. Woody Allen built a controversial film around her face. She was 16. Jill Clayburgh, past 2010. An unmarried woman, 1978. A different kind of beauty, intelligent, complicated, completely real. Michelle Pfeiffer, 67. Scarface, 1983. Batman Returns. Directors adjust scenes when she walks in. The light moves differently. Kim Basinger, 72. 9.5 Weeks, 1986. L.A. Confidential. A beauty that contained something almost painful to look at. Isabella Rossellini, 73. Blue Velvet, 1986. Lancôme's face. Daughter of Ingrid Bergman. Some faces carry entire lineages. Kelly LeBrock, 65. The Woman in Red, 1984. Weird Science. John Hughes wrote a character conjured by computer just to cast her. Kathleen Turner, 70. Body Heat, 1981. Romancing the Stone, a voice and a presence that made every room hotter. Sigourney Weaver, 76. Aliens, 1986. Working Girl, Gorillas in the Mist, strength that became its own kind of beauty. Diane Lane, 60. A Little Romance, 1979/80s peak. The camera has never not known what to do with her. Gina Davis, 68. Beetlejuice, 1988. Thelma and Louise, 6 feet tall, an Oscar. Impossible to photograph badly. Daryl Hannah, 64. Splash, 1984. Blade Runner, Wall Street. The mermaid the decade never forgot. Brooke Shields, 60. The Blue Lagoon, 1980. At 15 already one of the most recognized faces on Earth. Jessica Lange, 75. Tootsie, 1982. Frances, Blue Sky. 2 Oscars, a beauty that deepened with every role. Angelica Houston, 74. Creasy's Honor, 1985. The Addams Family. A face that belonged to every century simultaneously. Glenn Close, 78. Fatal Attraction, 1987. Dangerous Liaisons. A cool magnetism that the camera found irresistible. Susan Sarandon, 79. Atlantic City, 1980. Thelma and Louise. Dead Man Walking. Beauty with fire directly behind it. '80s, Michelle Pfeiffer or Kim Basinger? The debate that's been running for 40 years. Drop your pick. The 1990s, the last golden era. Julia Roberts, 58. Pretty Woman, 1990. That laugh. 3 seconds in a jewelry box, the most replayed moment of the decade. Demi Moore, 62. Ghost, 1990. G.I. Jane, the most photographed woman of the early 90s, the pottery scene. Sharon Stone, 68. Basic Instinct, 1992. Casino. Hollywood said not yet for a decade. Then everything changed overnight. Winona Ryder, 53. Beetlejuice, 1988/90s peak. The Age of Innocence, Tim Burton built an aesthetic around her. Nicole Kidman, 58. Eyes Wide Shut, 1999. Moulin Rouge. Kubrick filmed her for 2 years, called it the privilege of his career. Kubrick told journalists after Eyes Wide Shut that Nicole Kidman's face was the most technically challenging and rewarding subject he had ever photographed. He died before the film was released. Salma Hayek, 58. Desperado, 1995. Frida. Rodriguez put her on screen and the film stopped every time she appeared. Halle Berry, 58. Boomerang, 1992. Monsters Ball. First black woman to win Best Actress. Every angle, every light. Uma Thurman, 55. Pulp Fiction, 1994. Kill Bill. That bob. That stillness. Something you couldn't name but couldn't look away from. Meg Ryan, 63. When Harry Met Sally, 1989/90s peak. That laugh, that warmth. A quality that felt like sunlight. '90s, Julia Roberts, Nicole Kidman, or Halle Berry. Who defined the decade? Drop it. Sandra Bullock, 61. Speed, 1994. Miss Congeniality. Gravity. The most likable face in 90s cinema. Gwyneth Paltrow, 53. Shakespeare in Love, 1998. The most beautiful woman in Hollywood. Simply, without argument. Cate Blanchett, 57. Elizabeth, 1998. The Aviator. Tar. Intelligence and mystery in the same breath. Monica Bellucci, 60. Milena, 2000. The Matrix Reloaded. At 60, still making directors forget their shot lists. Jennifer Aniston, 57. Friends, 1994. The haircut that launched 1,000 salon requests. Still the most bankable name in the cast. Cameron Diaz, 52. The Mask, 1994. There's Something About Mary. Retired from acting at 42. Came back in 2024. Charlize Theron, 51. The Devil's Advocate, 1997. Monster. Mad Max. Bone structure photographers call technically unfair. Penelope Cruz, 51. Vicky Cristina Barcelona, 2008. Almodovar's defining face. The most awarded Spanish actress in history. Natalie Portman, 44. Black Swan, 2010. Jackie, Closer. Harvard degree. a beauty with the intelligence to match. Scarlett Johansson, 41, Lost in Translation, 2003. Marriage Story, a face that contains multitudes. Kate Winslet, 50, Titanic, 1997/2000's peak. The Reader, the most honest face in cinema. Her own deliberate choice. Keira Knightley, 40, Pride and Prejudice, 2005. Atonement, a classical beauty that belonged to another century. Anne Hathaway, 43, The Devil Wears Prada, 2006. Les Miserables, a luminosity that photographers describe as almost unfair. Eva Green, 45, Casino Royale, 2006. Penny Dreadful, French actress with eyes that contained something dangerous. Marion Cotillard, 50, La Vie en Rose, 2007. Midnight in Paris, the most celebrated French actress of her generation. Lupita Nyong'o, 42, 12 Years a Slave, 2013. Black Panther. People magazine named her most beautiful person. She cried when people named Lupita Nyong'o the most beautiful person alive. She said she grew up feeling her dark skin was a disadvantage. The cover changed something. She said she felt it. Emma Stone, 37, La La Land, 2016. Poor Things, Birdman. Still the most effortlessly natural actress of her generation. Jennifer Lawrence, 35, Silver Linings Playbook, 2012. The Hunger Games, the youngest Best Actress winner in Oscar history. Margot Robbie, 35, Tanya, 2017. Barbie, a studio exec once told her she was too pretty for serious roles. Viola Davis, 60, Fences, 2016. How to Get Away with Murder, the first black actress to achieve the triple crown of acting. Zendaya, 29, Euphoria, 2019. Dune, Challengers, walked onto a set at 16 and the industry hasn't recovered. Florence Pugh, 29, Midsommar, 2019. Little Women, Oppenheimer, arrived completely formed and daring. Ana de Armas, 37, Knives Out, 2019. Blonde, No Time to Die, the most talked about actress of the early 2020s. New generation, Zendaya, Margot Robbie, or Ana de Armas. Who is the beauty icon of the next decade? Drop it. Beauty has never belonged to one country. Isabella Adjani, 70. Possession, 1981. Camille Claudel, voted most beautiful woman in the world by a French film jury, 3 times. Sophie Marceau, 59. La Boom, 1980. Braveheart, the Bond girl who turned down Bond to steal every scene she was in. Ornella Muti, 70. Flash Gordon, 1980. The most beautiful Italian actress of the 80s, still strikingly beautiful. 6 seconds, then slash now. Victoria Abril, 65. Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down, 1990. High Heels, Almodovar's Provocateur. Kristen Scott Thomas, 65. The English Patient, 1996. 4 Weddings and a Funeral. English cool at its most effortless. Juliette Binoche, 61. The English Patient, 1996. Chocolate Blue, the most celebrated French actress of the 90s. Zhang Ziyi, 46. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, 2000. Memoirs of a Geisha, a beauty of a completely different register. Gong Li, 59. Raise the Red Lantern, 1991. Farewell, My Concubine, Zhang Yimou's defining face and muse. Aishwarya Rai, 52. Devdas, 2002. The most beautiful woman in the world, by vote, by consensus, by universal agreement. Aishwarya Rai was voted the most beautiful woman in the world by multiple international polls throughout the 2000s. Her wedding in 2007 was watched by an estimated 200 million people worldwide. Monica Vitti, past 2022. L'Avventura, 1960. Michelangelo Antonioni built his greatest films around what her face did to his camera. Romy Schneider, past 1982. Sissy, 1955. The Pool, the most beloved actress in German-speaking cinema, gone at 43. Sonia Braga, 74. Doña Flor and Her Two Husbands, 1976. Kiss of the Spider-Woman, Brazil's greatest film star. International icons. Who on this list were you most surprised to see? Drop a name. These 5 need no introduction, only recognition. Meryl Streep, 77. 3 Oscars. 21 nominations. The most expressive face in cinema history. Every angle, every light, always. Helen Mirren, 80. The Queen, 2006. Prime Suspect, a Dame and an Oscar. Sports Illustrated swimsuit at 78, still. Audrey Hepburn, past 1993. Not because of the cheekbones, because of the tulip bulbs in 1944. Because of what she chose to be. Elizabeth Taylor, past 2011. The Violet Eyes. Cleopatra, the first Hollywood star to publicly champion AIDS research. Beauty and Courage. Grace Kelly, past 1982. She left Hollywood at the height of her fame and became a real princess. Her father still never came to watch. "105 Women, 8 Decades of Hollywood." From the golden age to the streaming age, the faces changed. The standard never moved. Beauty in Hollywood isn't a moment, it's a legacy. And every woman on this list left one. One last question: who is your personal number 1? The most beautiful actress you've ever seen on screen. One name. Drop it. We read every single comment.